Mask on.
Solar man.
Yes, sir, Mr. Poe. Why is she Poe? Man, you a free dirt kind of nigga?
What you say?
I said we're gonna get into it. We're gonna let some people get in here
Man,
first.
I
But I
ain't got
said
no
you.
size, man. I ain't got no size in this shit, man. Free. Hey, I ain't with nobody being in jail. You hear me?
I hear you, but some niggas need to be in jail. You know.
Hey.
I hear you. I do hear you. I mean,
Man,
I
what's
do.
up with my boy though?
Oh man, I just been doing my thing as I do it. You.
Yeah, I've been seeing you active.
Oh yeah, bro. I don't play no games. I don't play no games. Hold on, shit. I got it on backwards. I don't play no goddamn games.
Look, he said, let me go full solo
Oh yeah, he
mode.
going full solo mode today, bro. Full solo mode today. I should have came prepared, but y'all, I mean, I should have came prepared,
Yeah.
but it's all good. Yeah. Let me know if
Yeah, I see, yeah.
y'all welcome
Everybody
to the
be
chat.
late to the damn live. I had to be on time. You hear me?
It's all good, man. For y'all that's gonna be watching this back, we going full solo mode today. We talking about demons. We talking about Lil Durk. We talking about a whole lot of shit today. Let's see, we about a minute in. This was kind of we didn't schedule it as long as we should have, but it's all good. I feel like we should just because all these numbers and all that shit add up eventually over time. So we can either do a couple things. We can either give it a minute or so, let some more people come in here, or we can get right to it.
No, we ain't got to get right to it. We can do a little introduction. So, first off, welcome to the program. This is
Ooh-wee.
just a conversation, not an interrogation. And my boy Solo in here, and it's Poe. Um, I'll just go into how I met Solo, right? Solar
Oh
Man,
shit!
right? So, boom. The 607 Unk, the content thing.
Ooh.
Boom. Solar Man was one of the first people that I met. Um, and I had did like a pod with them, Solo and Clutch. And like a couple, like probably 2 hour podcast, you feel me?
Who
Before I
clutch?
even knew dude was Kevin Gates and shit. But yeah, and bro pulled out some mics just like this. Hey, and shout out to Solar Man because you the reason that I even know about these on everything. He pulled out some mics like this. I said, shit, turn the camera on.
Oh
And we
shit!
got the going and I knew this day would come. Remember I said it when we were sitting at the table. I said it like this, yeah. And so
You
yeah,
did
that's
say
how I
that, bro.
met dog. But the numbers going up a little bit, so I guess we can get into the things that we was gonna get into and the demon topic, right? That's one I've been waiting to touch on. I guess I want you to go ahead and go off, and I'll just go off you.
You want to talk about the demons first, bro? That's what you
Yeah,
want to talk
yeah,
about?
yeah, yeah. I want to go into that demon shit.
Ah shit!
Yeah,
Ah shit! You
yeah,
know what's
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
about it, bro? Is because you probably living with a demon, or you probably done been around some demons you don't even know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I've been
You
around some demons for sure.
so I'm glad you said that because I kind of like I appreciate your introduction too, bro. It's all love, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we working. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep working. But
For sure.
so the main thing is motherfuckers be around demons like I said without them even knowing. People call them narcissists. People call them people say they got bipolar, schizophrenia and shit like that there. You feel me? It's a whole lot of shit going on with those words, but this demon topic kind of goes along. You gotta go full fucking solo mode today, bro.
Go
We gotta
off
go
then.
full
Go
fucking
off.
solo
Go
mode, bro.
off.
We gotta go full fucking solo mode today, bro, dude. Because this shit is real, bro. This shit is real, bro. So look. So I'm gonna tell you my personal experience I done had with demons, and then I'm gonna kind of intertwine it with everything that we talking about, right?
Uh-huh.
So the main way that you can know if you're looking at a demon, right? You can see it in the eyes and you can see it in the face.
Mm-hmm.
So my personal experience with demons, I see him. I even see him in some of my homeboys. You feel me? I ain't gonna say what all they do, but I'm talking about the homeboys that's still like involved in shit that they,
In the mix.
in they
Yeah.
mix. You feel me?
We'll say in the mix.
In the mix for sure. I would snitch on them,
Yeah,
but
yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah.
don't get
Look
nothing
at
for that. So I ain't snitching right now. You feel me? I ain't snitching right now. You know what I'm saying? So the main thing though is it's like a dark. deep shadow. It's a shadow that covers their face, right? It's a shadow that covers their face, and it makes them look like a gremlin. Have you ever seen that?
Go running back. What? Say it one more time.
It's a shadow. I know you rich, nigga. You gotta focus, rich ass nigga.
No. I had to tell them turn the music down.
Oh,
They
for
having a
sure, for
party
sure.
in the other room.
For sure, for sure. What I said though, the main sign of a demon in somebody that's living in somebody, if it doesn't outwardly show, is it's a shadow on their face, like they got a real dark face. And I ain't talking about
Okay.
their skin color. I'm talking
Okay.
about like them, like it
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
dark. You feel me?
That's, mm-hmm.
So, for example, I seen this shit on my mom, my mother, my own mother, my own mother, before she cursed me, and this was
Break that
recent.
down. Hold on. Curse you.
She
Hold
cursed me.
on. First, break down that you seen it in your mom. Let's start there.
I seen it in
Before the
my mom,
curse,
bro.
and then get back to the curse.
For sure. So you know that saying generational curses and all that type of
Mm-hmm.
shit there. Yeah, yeah. It's a
Yeah.
reason for all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Generational curses don't just we're not just born being a fuck up. You know what I mean? We're not just born like that. We can be predisposed to some shit, but the main thing of how that stuff gets passed down from one person to another is through our parents. It's through our relatives. It's through our loved ones, people that have direct access to us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I didn't realize that it was in my mother, and she's probably watching this right now. She's not gonna like it, but I gotta talk about it, mama. I got to, mama. Mama, I got to, mama. Oh shit. So the way that I noticed that was in my mama was again, I saw a dark shadow over her face. And the only way that I knew, like, man, damn, maybe it's just the lighting or something like that. No, it's a so there's two different faces that come over people when they are afflicted with something spiritual. It's a feeling, it's a paleness that comes over people when they're about to die. I don't know if you've noticed this.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's a paleness that comes and goes. You feel me? It's like a grayness almost. You feel me? And then when they are about to die, that's what they look like. And then when they have a gremlin in them, is what I like to call them, or a demon, whatever you want to, a parasite. When they had that in them, they have like a real dark grayish, and that's what demons look like, bro. I talked about seeing demons in Atlanta in one of my previous lives. But anyways, I'm gonna just break it down very briefly. They're not light skinned like me. You know what I mean, they pale skinned. You feel me? And they not white. They pale. They're dead. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's what demons really look like. They got real pale, dead skin, and they're really thin and frail. That's like their true form. You know, they can take other forms and shit like that. But
Mm-hmm.
like that's like the closest thing to like a human and shit that they look like that. So, anyways, how I noticed it in my mom was one, I noticed her face changing, and people faces change and morph all the time. I don't know if you've been noticing this too.
Shape
Uh,
shifting.
oh yeah. But it's a lot of that going on just in the lower realms, like in our
Mm-hmm.
households. You feel me?
Yeah.
This age of Aquarius is not just about fucking celebrities and shit, bro. It's about everything being exposed. You cannot hide who you are, no
Mm-hmm.
more. You cannot. So
Understand? We talking the solar man, y'all.
so
Understand that.
so yeah. Oh yeah. We talk. We this big Ohio shit going on. You feel me? For those
Okay,
of y'all that
so
don't know.
so peep this, solar man. Okay, so boom. I understand the demon part in your mind, right? Now break down the part of the curse.
Oh, oh, it makes me emotional, bro. Oh shit, mama. Okay, so the curses you can be born. So you can be born into a family that has a generational trauma, right? And
Mm.
generational soul tie bonds that affect
Mm.
how they get down.
So you saying that to escape the realm, you not only gotta let go of your attachments, but all the attachments from the generations before you too.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. I ain't. But
Oh,
let me
oh, oh,
break.
oh, oh,
Yeah,
oh, oh, okay,
let me break
okay,
it down
okay,
all the way.
okay, okay. Let me walk
Yeah,
with you. Let me walk
yeah,
that
let me,
back.
yeah, let me,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, okay,
You gotta crawl
okay,
with me,
okay,
bro. I don't know how to walk too good. You gotta crawl.
okay,
You
okay.
feel me?
Let's get it.
So, the curse that I'm talking about. So, I was just comparing and contrasting. So, you got generational curses, right? That can be passed through bloodline and stuff, but then also can be passed down through just negativity or shit that they put over your life because their lives don't match up to what that they, you feel me, what they want them to be. The curse
Got
that
you.
I'm talking about that was put on me was I was confronting the spirit that I saw in my mother, and the spirit does not like to be confronted. That's why you hear people especially when it's true. Now, when you attacking somebody just because you don't like how they get down, that's different. But when you're coming at somebody out of love, like a loved one, and you're trying to change something that's afflicting them and they don't want to hear it, they don't want to change, they attack you and lash out at you. That's the spirit inside of them. That's the parasite inside of them. So what the parasite did inside of my mom was it cursed me. It said everything that I said, but back to me. So if I said that's some fucking bullshit, it said no, you're some fucking bullshit.
It
If I
was a
said
mirror,
it was a
like a
mirror,
mirror effect.
it was a mimic. It was a fucking mimic in my mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know that that had been with her my whole life at least. It all makes sense though. I don't know about you, but I grew up kind of negative. I grew up positive too. It was a lot of positive, but I grew up like real like negative and shit. You know,
I
when you
think
gotta,
I think we was born into the negative, and
I think that's because of our
it was
generation.
some positivity sprinkled into the negative.
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But,
yeah.
but like I really remember the negative times. I don't know about you. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's what stick.
You know
That's
what
what
I mean?
stick.
So, but what I'm saying all that to say is that it makes sense now why you went through certain things again because it a lot of us are dealing with they call it karmic debt. A lot of us are dealing with karmic debt that has nothing to do with us. Our bank accounts are empty. Our parents have overdrafted. You feel me? And we're dealing with all of that shit. I saw demons, or my little brother saw demons in our old house. You feel me? But I had reoccurring nightmares of a demon in my house for 2 months straight. I had the same dream. And it was a demon that would come into my room and then try to kill me. And my little brother, he was a little baby at the time. You know, babies are closest to the veil, so they can see everything. He was a baby at the
Everything.
time, and he would always tell my mom, "There's a bad man up there. There's a bad man up there.
Can
There's a
see
bad man
something
up
that
there."
we all got brainwashed. We can't see it no more.
Precisely. Precisely. But what happens with our parents though is that they went through the brainwashing, bro. And especially, I don't know how old your people's is, but my mama and them, she from the 70s. And then my dad from the 60s. So in their generation, they kind of like they came up kind of like before the Y2K shit. They came up through the crack era shit. And then they
Mm-hmm.
also came from an era where black excellence was still excellent. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So she got to see all of that, but like kind of like what they had on. So my mama, she part of the gangster rap generation. They fucked up the whole world. They fucked up the whole world. You know what I'm saying? They fucked up the whole world. And through that music, they kind of started initiating the spirits and shit, is what I'm talking about. So she cursed me through her reflection. Because I was cursing the demon that was in her, and the demon in her had to curse me back because it did not like being exposed. And a lot of us right now are living with demons right now in our everyday family life,
And when you
even
get
ourselves.
called out on it, you get offended,
That's a
right?
perfect sign right there, bro. That's a perfect sign right there. That's how
Mm.
you know that you're dealing with a spirit. Because all you gotta do is call it out. You know what I'm saying? And if you call it out, and the first thing you do is get aggressive, or the first thing you do is wanna, you know what I mean, deflect.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. Also, I don't know. It doesn't matter what you believe in spiritually, but I'm just talking about it as a matter of principle and fact. If you read the good book, I call it the good book because it is. You just gotta read in between the lines. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
oh, 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 yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But go off.
For sure. If you read the good book, and then you reading it to somebody would be like, bro, I don't want to hear that shit. I mean, they might be cool the whole day. You might be smoking with them the whole day. But as soon as you bring up the word of God, they don't want to hear that shit. They get irritated. Parasites in them, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Parasites. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. So check this. Let's talk about the origins of the parasite, right? You familiar with the book of Enoch? Right. So look, let me tell you something that let me tell you, right? They always tell us about the fallen angel, Solar. They always tell us about the 200 that fell and they had the divine wisdom and they made it with human, they lusted after human wives, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they went against God's word and they came down here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they got stuck down here, right? But
Mm-hmm.
the part that everybody skip over is that they only had 500 years in them bodies that they came in. So what that mean, right? That them spirits inside of them got stuck here, but they can't go back home because they went against the word of God. And then they not human. So what are they? Just an energy that lurk in the atmosphere with us, but they can't interact with us because they're not human. So what they do? They take over the bodies. That's that
Oh shit.
parasite that you talking about, right?
Oh
And
shit.
they come into these bodies and then they do exactly what you saying. See, religion ain't what book you reading, right? It's just what energy working through you. So
Ooh.
if I read the good book, then I'm letting God work through me. And then it say, and Luke, the kingdom of God is within you. So then if I'm letting that energy work through me, then I'm letting God work through me. But then now let's look at the dark side of it, because you gotta understand dark and light. We all got dark and light. It ain't you can't just be on the good side. So now let's talk about the darkness. Right?
Oh shit.
So
Hold
them
on. Let me
parasites
add something real quick. Let me add something real quick
go
to what
go
you just
go
said.
go off.
Real quick. Now, this real quick. You said they came down, these
They
beings
came
came
down.
down. And you know what I believe that those beings got called? They used to call them the kings of old. You know what I'm saying? They used to call them, they used to worship these mother suckers.
The
You know what I'm saying?
Nephilim.
The Nephilim!
The
The Nephilim, god
Nephilim.
damn it! Ah, yes, the Nephilim. So the
Talk
Nephilim,
to him, soldier.
listen, the Nephilim, they came down here, and you know how it says in the word that Satan roams around like a lion to see who he can devour, eat, and destroy. And if you look at the Nephilim, what the Nephilim were, what were they? They were beasts. They were tormented beasts that made it with anything, right? Fish,
Right, right,
lions.
right. But
So,
they but now mind you, they wasn't human, right? But they
right.
made it with humans, and they had an offspring. Now that offspring got blood of the Nephilim, a direct connection to the divine. Now don't this sound like the Illuminati shit? When they be doing the rituals, drinking pee and playing with the blood, what y'all think they doing? When they got the kids and they making the kids making them warriors, and then they mating, what y'all think they doing?
See, you
They
talking
trying to
about
that,
you talking
that,
about
that,
some you talking about something else here. Now you talking about adrenochrome. To finish my point before we go to that, and we go to, because now you going along with what you was trying to talk about with the dark side. To finish my point, the Nephilim came down here and they made it with everything and anything that can move. And then, like you said, they can't ascend neither high nor low because all this shit hasn't even been created yet. Now there are different realms for them to exist in, but what does the word say about Jesus? He came to conquer all of that. Death has already been conquered. So I just learned this term about a year and a half ago. It's called the fragmented realm, the fragmented universe. People on DMT and shit like that, they can see all this shit. And why do they all
facts,
see the same shit?
mushrooms,
We
the
all see the same
mystical.
shit.
Hey, they call it mystical.
The mystical. No, it's not fucking mystical.
It
It's the
ain't
shit.
fucking
It's the shit.
mystical.
It's the shit
How's
that's
it
right here.
mystical?
It's the
Y'all
shit that's
still
right
think
here.
it's mystical?
It's right
Look at
here.
what's going on in the world. How
It's,
can
it's
it be mystical?
It's the real world. You dig what I'm saying? It's the real world. So what's going on with these beings? Like you said, they can neither descend high nor low. So they're stuck. These motherfuckers are stuck. And so what they do is they roam around looking to see who they can devour on. And we have to give them a doorway. How do we give them doorways? You know what I'm saying? We give them doorways through sex, drugs, illicit activities being in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Those are just some of the ways. But you wanted to talk about adrenochrome. I just had to finish that point. You want to talk about adrenochrome and shit like that. See, this is what I think about the Illuminati. I'm gonna yield the floor to you. This is what I think about the Illuminati, bro. I think because I know, right, so the Book of Solomon, I haven't read it, but I'm familiar with it. You know what I'm saying? The Book of Solomon, in the Book of Solomon, this mastermind from our tribe, he masters the light and the dark, just like what you're saying. He's able to will demons and use them at his disposal because that's what the fuck they are. Those are weak motherfuckers, you know. But if you don't have a spiritual eye, then they're gonna be more powerful than you. You know, that's why it says that, Jesus I knew, Paul I knew, but who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You gotta have some spiritual discernment and some spiritual discipline. Anyways, I say that to say fuck. I lost my whoa. Oh, I remember what I was saying. Yeah, I feel like what I'm saying with the Illuminati and these motherfuckers that do that, adrenochrome and drink all these vitals and shit like that, they're actually like the weakest part of our species. Cause like these demons, they'll make pacts with you and me if we did this shit today. You feel me?
Hmm.
Skrilla bitch ass. You feel me? Like, Skrilla? You know Skrilla?
The rapper from
The
what,
rapper.
Philly or something?
The rapper. Yeah.
Hmm.
He practiced Santeria and Palo. And the old, they say that's a lot of our people
The
that's
the with the animal sacrifices and them type. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
A lot of our people, when they like to say they connecting back to their roots, they like, you gotta worship the old African guys and shit like that there. But just because it's old don't mean it was right. You feel me? That's the way I look at it. But
Hmm.
anyways, I'm saying that to say that I don't believe that these people are so much more powerful than us. What I believe is that they have access to information like the Book of Solomon, and they know how to actually like get it done. They have the resources to actually get this shit done, and then they converse with these spirits in high places. You know what I'm saying? That's all they do. They got money and resources, and then they fuck with the dark side, and then they mass socially engineers on a large scale. That's my take on that. But what you feel about all that?
Okay, so what I feel is that I believe that what you like. Okay, so any conversation I come in, right? Um, I never come into no conversation thinking that I got all the answers or I know everything. Because if I'm having a conversation and I feel like I know everything, then what's the point of having the conversation, right?
No point.
So taking what you said, right? I feel like you could add what I'm saying with what you saying, because you saying that they, you feel me, interacting with that dark energy, that dark side. You know, they finding a way to somehow use them parasites to their advantage, right?
Right.
But see, on my end, I'm saying that they think that they're the direct descendants of when them angels fell and made it with everything. They think that bloodline, you feel me? That they think that makes them godly, right?
For
And, and,
sure.
and so when billionaires, we think like, oh, these people, like, they look down on us. They treat us like we're not humans. They giving our jobs to AI. It's because like they think they God, you know, like direct descendants, like they got the bloodline, you know, and if they don't got it, they buy it. And that's what the Epstein Island be. You feel me? They be trying to interact, get that Nephilim, whatever they gotta do. Rather they making, you feel me, they daughters with a boy that got the blood. They testing these kids. It's human farms and shit that's going on. They got kids doing death matches and shit, trying to see like how pure their blood is, bro. So I think what you saying and what I'm saying go right together, and then it kind of like blow the top off the whole damn thing, bro. For real. And but the fact that they think that like they direct this in this other Nephilim, so that would make sense of why they think, look at us like ants or like a different species. You know, like they're not human, but we are human, and so they can look down upon it. And like you said, they can interact with that dark side. And so why you think that the success in this realm, you gotta be able, you gotta interact with that dark side. It's no
Yeah.
success in the light over here. Even the light can't escape darkness in this realm.
Oh yeah.
We can't travel at
Oh
the
yeah.
speed of light.
Oh yeah.
Even light can't escape the darkness, gang. So yeah, I think what you saying and what I'm saying kind of go. I think it go.
It interacts perfectly in unison. What you just said, everything you just said is 100% factual. If any of y'all ever get a chance to watch any of my content, I don't particularly like the so-called Jewish people. I ain't gonna talk about them too much. The only reason I'm saying them they names is because they claiming some bloodline to some shit that don't belong to them. But anyways, I say all that to say that people like them, they like to do their bloodline, and they trace their shit all the way back to Nimrod, all the way back to ancient Babylonia, all the way
Break it
back to the
down.
Tower of Babel. You know what I'm saying? So what you're saying is absolutely true. These people, they trace their bloodline, and when they take their bloodline very seriously, with interbreeding, plenty of incest. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. They take all this shit very seriously. You know what I'm saying? So what you're saying is absolutely 100% factual. And all those people, even though you know it's a lot of so-called white Jews, they're not just white people that's doing that. It's ancient African bloodlines that's doing that shit. It's all over the world. It's a global coup d'etat. You know what I'm saying? So everything you saying is 100% factual, and it all goes together because that's exactly what we're talking about. Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about.
All right, so look, my bad for getting Solar Man in his real solar bag. But man, I think your fans tapped in for the Lil Durk situation. So
Lil Durk, Lil Durk, Lil Durk. Fuck these rappers, bro. Fuck
I,
these
I, I
rappers.
think I think yeah, and you been on your fuck these rappers bag. I think that's the solar that they came for, gang. So yeah,
Fuck these
let me
rappers,
let
man.
Solar get in his solar bag real quick.
Fuck
Look,
these
they
gangster
talking about Dirk
niggas.
coming home. Look, they are.
I hate these tough ass niggas. Go ahead, bro. Introduce the
Oh,
topic, bro. Go ahead.
okay. So look, Solar just sent me some shit, but I had already was looking at some videos. So it was death threats to the prosecutor and the judge in the Dirk murder for hire case, the original case that put him in. You know, the main case. So they filed a motion on Dirk's side to dismiss the whole case because now they withholding evidence on the prosecutor, not only the prosecutor but the judge also. And I think that might be the chess move to and like I told Solar before we go off, I think that if Dirk come home on top of all this shit, he gonna have like the same effect that YB just had when he went on his little run. When I think like when he touched this, he like when he go on this tour, it'll be crazy for sure. But go off, Solar.
Climb all the man. Nah, what you said was right, bro. I don't particularly give a. Nah, I'm trying to watch my words, bro.
The title
Trying,
can't
bro.
be Dirt Gang, and
I'm
then we
trying,
don't
bro.
touch on Dirk at least, bruh.
All right, so look, I'm gonna talk about this bitch ass nigga, and the reason I'm calling him a bitch ass nigga is because these niggas know exactly the type. These niggas aren't stupid. None of these people are stupid. None of these people in positions of power are stupid. And what am I talking about? Stupid. I'm not saying that they're, that they make the laws and they make the rules and how this shit go just because they do this shit right here. What they do is that it's a go along, get along gang. They just a part of a club now. They have a card that gives them access to rooms that you and I aren't privy to, and it gives them access to information that you and I kind of like gotta like suffer for and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like why I'm saying like these niggas is bitch ass niggas, because these niggas know the type of light that they carry because they are vessels of light. But you know who also was a fucking vessel of light? Lucifer.
Lucifer.
Lucifer. And then the thing, you know what? The thing I like about YB, and the thing that I would like about Dirk if he did it, was YB at least tells you exactly who he is. He
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
he does not fornicate, pervert, or alter the way. I mean, he used to kind of say, I ain't no gangster, I ain't no none of that. Then
but
he
here,
kind of did that
okay.
shit.
Let me come in right there.
Go ahead.
Like you just said, YB don't lie about who he is. You know who else don't lie about who they is?
Who?
Oh, when he like this, Beyonce when she shape shifting, Kanye when he was telling us about all the stuff that he was telling us about. Because one thing about this, matter of fact, even the dollar bill, that that's not the, we think, oh, they taught us that's the Illuminati, be scared of that, that's them. No, that's not them, that's the Moroccan Empire. And on the other side it's the United States corporation, and in the middle of it, it's on the $1 bill, it say one, a handshake between the two, the original owners of the land, not Christopher Columbus. But
Ooh-wee.
like
You cooking today,
it's
y'all.
what you say?
I said you cooking today, man.
Man, bruh, I could
We
get
we
really.
gotta do a whole nother live on that specific
Yeah,
topic
yeah,
right
we
there.
ain't even gonna go into the we that could be for the, you feel me, next week's
Mm-hmm.
episode, whatever.
For
But
sure.
like I think that they can't lie to you, right? They can only deceive us. So when we think, oh, that should be in the movies, like they put it in our face, like they put the truth in our face. Not necessarily that they put the truth in our face for us to be like, oh, that's fake. No, they put the truth in our face because they can't lie. Because, like you just said, even Satan failed, right? And so they got laws and stuff they got to go by too. And one is they can't lie. So what they can do, a loophole in lying, is deceive. So they can make shit look. They put it right in our face. So when it
It's
happen, it don't
art.
it don't it don't hit the same.
Call it
You
art.
feel me? They ain't necessarily trying to be like, oh, it's fake. They just trying to tell the truth first. So we can't
Artistic
say they
expression.
lied.
They say it's artistic expression. You know what I'm saying? They say they just expressing themselves. Doja Cat said, no, I don't worship Satan. No, I just express myself. And the ways that she expresses herself is by letting her parasites out and feast on her millions of fans. That's the ways that she expresses herself. The way
Solar,
Beyonce
I don't think
expresses
they
herself.
even I don't
Huh?
even think they know that the parasites is at work.
No, you giving too much credit to these people, bro. I mean, you're not giving enough credit to these people. These people are highly intelligent. You know how much
Okay,
effort it
okay,
takes to
okay,
get to that level. I mean, just to
okay.
get where you got and to do that and do what you did, there had to be a level of sacrifice that came through you, and there had to be a level of intelligence for you to just be in the right room in the right
But
situation.
some
You know
people
what I'm
can
saying?
get picked and planted in them places by them people that you talking about, right?
Yeah, you believe in industry plants?
Yeah, for sure. Because I think that like every system, like, or everything that works, everything that blow up, it was already like a plan for it. right? Even like Obamacare, right? Obamacare. It wasn't necessarily like Obamacare. It was a system they had in place. And then Obama was just the perfect black face to put Obamacare. You feel me? So
Facts.
it's like I think that in the industry, like they already got these artists and they already predicting the algorithm. They know what's gonna go. They just looking for a sexy red to place into the face. They just looking for, you feel me, XXX to place into, like, just I think they literally picking like and dropping people, even from the media personalities, even the people on the podcast, like everything. They just picking and placing things to for their agenda to just keep rolling. It's like an engine.
So you don't think there's any intelligence that goes behind picking these
I
people?
no
They
no
just
no
got to be
no. I
real
think that
invested.
it's people like me and you that actually know what the fuck going on and chose the darkness for sure. Especially on the highest levels. But I also think that some people like be vulnerable, broke at the bottom, and just gonna go for whatever, right? They just gonna sign whatever. They just gonna, and they don't know what parasite they signing to. They don't know what entity, but they just let into their life. And you know what the devil gotta do? He gotta knock first.
You
And
do
what
gotta
you
knock.
gotta do,
You
you
do gotta
gotta
knock.
let him in. So when you sign that paper and you let him in, you don't know what kind of energy you just invited into your life, and it's stuck with you for life. You
Let's
feel
talk
me?
about Dirk then. Do you think Dirk is aware of what the fuck he do, what the fuck he did to culture, and how fucking detrimental he is? You think he aware of that?
So you more mad at Dirk or you more mad at Chief?
Oh shit! Oh
Because
shit!
we can't do that to Dirk. When
Oh
when
shit!
when when Chief started drill, right?
Oh
Well,
shit!
you gotta be fair.
You know what?
Don't
I
do
never
that
thought
to
about it
Dirk.
like
Just
that.
because Dirk got the now, he got these YNs, don't mean that who started that shit. Let's go to the origins. Let's be fair.
DMX, DMX, NWA.
He said X
Word.
NWA. Okay, so then now you said your mom came through the gangster rap era. You
Oh yeah.
said that rap was the worst thing to ever. You said it at the very beginning.
Oh yeah. 100%. Mystical. What's them niggas from Ohio? What's them
uh,
niggas
uh,
from Ohio?
Bone
Yes.
Thug. Hey,
Very
but
demonic.
look, though, it's deeper than rap. It go way back to the blues. You ain't never heard the story about the dude that went to the intersection and put the pennies on the four corners of the intersection and did the ritual, and the devil came and tuned his guitar and
Oh
he
yeah,
started the
the most
blues.
famous nigga that we never heard of. Yeah, him. Yeah, him. We never seen no recordings. We never heard nothing, but he did all that. Yeah, I know who you talking about though.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
believe
yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
But I hear you though.
Yeah, but they say, you feel me? They say he started the blues, but I'm just saying, like they say it's the devil's music, like, so just to you feel me? What to your tune? Like they've been saying this shit from way back when the blues started, when we first even got on the map, baby. So
I feel
it
that.
is though, but bro, we gotta understand our light and dark. We can't just shun the dark, bro. We gotta understand it. Understand the light and the dark. Understand the Christian rappers and the drill rappers. You gotta meet in the middle. It's a middle line that we all supposed to walk on. Balance. That's the balance of the universe. Good and bad. Yin and
Hold this
yang.
point. This is a perfect point right here. You just said some shit. I don't listen to Christian rap, by the way. I can't
I
stand that
don't
shit.
either. I
You feel
don't
me? I
either.
can't stand the shit.
I was just that's just the highest.
I rather put on some gospel though. I'll put on some gospel for sure. For
Okay,
sure.
okay.
I don't want to hear no rapping though about the shit. But no, what you're saying is a very, very, very smooth point. So let me get this straight, bro. I'm a real superhero in real life, bro. I do this shit and I have fun with it, but I'm dead serious as far as my mission, as far as my people. I care deeply about my people. So you telling me that no matter what I do, or no matter what the fuck we do, that we need this low vibrational, murky, I'll use trap just as a general term for the shit. Trap shit.
No, you don't need it in your life. You need to understand it. We
Mm,
need to understand light
I like that.
and dark.
I
You
like that.
have to so if you on the light side, you need to at least understand dark. And if you fully dark, like just demoned out, crashed out, then you need to at least understand the Bible. You feel me? You ain't gotta live by it. You ain't gotta go by it. You get what I'm saying? And it's somewhere in the middle of that where we all supposed to live, bro. The balance, the moral compass, bro. That's where we all supposed to live, on the line. but we don't. It's too many people over here on that way. The people that's in the light looking down on the people in the dark. But Solar, my phone is on 1% game. Listen, my name YSG Pope. I hope that me and bro can keep this shit rolling.
This was a good episode,
I,
bro.
I appreciate you letting me come on and even, you feel me, just get off. And you know, this kind of just feel like when we first the first conversation we had. But y'all, I appreciate y'all having me. Everybody in the comments and stuff. Sub up the Solar. We gonna be back soon. And yeah, um,
I appreciate
anything you
that,
want to
bro.
say before my phone die? It might just die.
Nah, it's plenty of love, bro. We definitely gotta do an episode two. I'm genuinely pleased by this episode right here. So we gotta definitely do a part two for sure. It's all love, bro. Let's do this shit as soon as possible. I'm about to finish off this live by finishing off my thoughts about this shit. But I appreciate you, bro.
All right, dog. I'm on you.
One.
All right.
Ah shit, y'all. Ah shit. Oh my god. Did y'all hear what this nigga just said? Y'all heard what he just said? He just said some shit. He just said some shit. He just said you don't have to be a part of it, but you gotta understand it. You know who else said that? You know who else said that shit to me? That I need to. You gotta be able to vibrate high and vibrate low. You know who else said that shit to me? You know who else said that shit to me? Y'all know who said that shit to me. Y'all know who said the shit. The same nigga who ain't show up for the live the other day. You feel me? He said that shit too, cuz. Ah, shit. You know what? That's the real shit, though. I ain't gonna hold you. That's the real shit. So, you know, because I feel like no matter what you do, you can't eradicate the lowest parts of our culture. You feel me? You can't eradicate the lowest parts of where the fuck we come from. You know, I used to think that the problem with our community is we got too much gangster, and that's not even gangster shit. That's low vibrational street urchin shit. Low vibrational street urchin shit going on in our community that makes us want to crash out. That makes us like it's like a frequency that tunes us up. Like that's why you listen to some crash out music, you gonna want to crash out. You feel me? You listen to some Future, you gonna want to pop some pills. Or you listen to some Trey songs, you gonna want to. You know what I'm saying? You gonna want to fornicate. Like all of this stuff is true, but you need to understand it. But how do we find a healthy balance of understanding this shit between not being a part of it? That's you know what I'm saying? You talking about it's true. Oh, I appreciate y'all coming. What's up with it, y'all? I see y'all in the comments. I just had to, you feel me? I just had to orchestrate the show and shit. But that's so what do y'all think? I don't have the answer for that. What's the answer? What's the answer? How do we fix this shit? If it's gonna always be some YN crash out music, and it hasn't always been like this. This type of music has only been around for y'all know how long this shit been around, bro. India, NWA, and what them niggas came out in like the 80s. So gangster rap, hip hop was before that. You know what I'm saying? But gangster rap been along for how long? 40, going on 50 years, 50 years, 50 odd years. This shit is new. Hmm. This was a good show today, y'all. This was a real good one. We're gonna have to run this back because I think we talked about some real good topics. So just briefly talk about, and I don't have the answer for that, y'all. I'm not gonna say that I know what's best because just like bro said, the reason I be having these guests and stuff come on here is really because I think they know more than me. I ain't gonna lie to you. You feel me? And I'm trying to learn this with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna have to run this back for sure on a second show. But just to leave y'all off on some of the topics that we talked about today. We talked about how you probably living with a demon right now in your house right now today. You can go around the corner and go see a demon right now, or you can turn around in your bed right now and look at your significant other, and that's a demon. You know what I'm saying? You can look at it. And how do you know it's a demon? You're gonna know it by the eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul. And again, in our people, especially when we're afflicted with a parasite or something like that, a darkness comes over our face. A darkness. It looks like a little gremlin, like a little gargoyle. You know what I'm saying? Like a little one of them little gremlins. You feel me? It looks like that. And you can see it in our faces. You know what I'm saying? So next time you want to know if somebody has a demon in them, just look at their face. And if their face look like it got a shadow over, it, even though it's light in them, on them, you know what I'm saying? They probably got like a little spirit. And then do another thing. Talk about something, especially if you love them, talk about something that they do that bothers you and see how they respond. If their first response is to attack you or to deflect, you know what I'm saying? You're probably dealing with a parasite, y'all. You're probably dealing with a parasite. Probably dealing with a parasite. This was a good show, y'all. Jeez, oh, peas. I was pleasantly surprised by the information that we got here tonight. I mean, y'all gonna be able to watch. I'm about to watch this one back because it was hella gems in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It was hella gems in this bitch. And I appreciate y'all for being here. The next show is gonna be even more spectacular. I got some. We got a therapy session tomorrow. I've been hearing y'all. Y'all say I need help, so I got help coming. You know what I'm saying? We kind of doing like Kosh and that in the subathon shit. We gonna have something different every day. You feel me? I got therapy coming tomorrow, so we gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we talked about demons and how they're really just parasites. We talked about how the parasites are influenced by the kings of old, how they fell down here. We talked about how we don't have to delve into to the fuck shit, into the fuck rap shit, into the bullshit parts of our culture, but you need to be aware of it. You need to have intelligence of it, because if you're aware of the light and the dark, you can use both, like King Solomon, like King Solomon. And we all want to be smart and do the right thing. Let me see if I had anything else. Nope. I ain't got nothing else, y'all. This was a good show. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all lots. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.